Oh, should we talk about something super topical?
Yeah.
What do you think about what Joe Brand said?
Fuck knows, what did you say? Did you put something like this on internet?
Yeah, she made a joke about how she made it basically.
This has turned into loose women.
Well, no, it kind of is, but this is. I would really like to know because you talked about like no holds barred. We'll just talk about it briefly because it's like going to be polarizing. But she made a joke about throwing battery acid on right wing politicians.
Rather than milkshake.
Yes, that's literally what she said.
Right, okay.
Forget the milkshakes. Why don't we go to the battery acid?
So she made a joke, and it was clearly a joke.
Well, it was definitely.
I mean,
a joke.
it clearly was a joke.
Yes, she's not inciting violence.
Yeah,
but
therefore it's fine.
It was definitely a joke. But I think the problem is, I think that it's because that's a legitimate thing. Because people are actually throwing battery acid on people. You know, like if they weren't doing that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if stabbings weren't happening in London, you'd be more okay to make jokes about it.
Yeah.
But it's because that is an actual thing that people are doing, attacking people with battery acid. And she was comparing it to another actual thing that people are doing, throwing milkshakes on people. It was obviously a joke, but I think that's why it was ooh.
My opinion on jokes is that you can joke about anything.
Agreed.
And I've been hearing a lot of comedians talk about this recently. Basically, where I'd go along with this is, or to back why I think making a joke about anything's okay. I mean, there's a place and a time. You don't make those type of jokes to a 6-year-old.
Or publicly. Like, I think that's the other thing. I am happy for anyone to make a joke to me, to my face, privately. But if you make a joke publicly, you have, like Ricky Gervais said something about it, and he said you can be expected to be like criticised and for people to hate you. Yeah. But you can't be prosecuted over doing something. No. It was clearly a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. I like the way that it might have been Ricky Gervais that says about you can joke about anything, and as well people are selectively offended. Mm-hmm. So like the one I like to go to is, he does a joke. I don't know if it was Ricky Gervais or some other one, but basically in their stand-up routine they joked about paedophilia, child abuse, cancer, and terrorism. And everybody kind of laughed because they'd bought a ticket, they knew this person was on the edge, they did these jokes. Did a joke about nut allergies, and a couple got up and walked out. Because, and me, our son's got a nut allergy, so nut allergies hits close to home. Yeah. But I understand, it's like, you've just laughed at paedophilia. You've just laughed at cancer. These things affect people, like cancer affects, there's not many people that you don't know that hasn't been affected by cancer in some way. You've just laughed at a joke because it's a joke. You're joking about, you're almost taking the piss out about how this terrible thing is so terrible. Yes. So let's laugh, otherwise we'll all cry all day, every day. But then because they made a joke specifically that affected you, you've got up and walked out and called him a wanker or whatever.
Have you seen Anthony Jeselnik?
No.
Oh, you would love.
You know loads of people. I have no idea.
He's got 2 specials on Netflix. The first one is the best stand-up special. Yeah, and that's one of those things that I always feel like if I talk about it and people watch it and they don't like it, they will hate me. Because it is so offensive. So offensive. But he is so clever because he plays this fine line of like, you're always wondering, is he a complete psychopath? Is he awful? Do we hate him? Yeah. And he plays this like thing of like, it's all super deadpan. And the very, very ending is probably the best ending to any stand-up I've ever seen. And everything seems very serious.
#spoiler.
No, it's not really. I mean, all I'm saying is watch to the end.
Watch it.
It just is the best stand-up I've seen in so long because he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He is very, but it isn't just on the edge saying stuff for the sake of saying it. It is really cleverly crafted. Yeah. So that you're always going between, oh my God, I can't believe he just said that. Like he makes a joke about Eric Clapton's son who died out of a very high window, which is a horrible, tragic story. Yeah. But the joke is hilarious.
And you can joke about anything.
Of course, someone
obviously
is going to be offended.
Awful to
yes, of course.
Eric Clapton and his family,
of course it is. But the whole thing is like, these terrible things happen all the time, constantly. Yeah. And ultimately, if you are, like one of the things was he made a joke about something and this person was never going to see it. It was like halfway across the world, never even an issue. And someone went out of their way to show the person that, and he like talks about, but all of that is also a joke. Because he brings it back. But it is difficult because I completely understand that some things feel like you can't joke about them. And I would agree that if you don't want to be criticised, you don't joke about them publicly.
You have to make sure your jokes are bulletproof. Make sure you...
We don't.
Yeah,
That's the thing. You really don't.
You want to make sure, though, that you are joking about the thing. You're not necessarily taking a piss out of the person that it happened to.
Yeah, that's a completely different thing.
Especially if it's just like a normal, innocent person or whatever. I mean, you can take piss out some celebrities and stuff that do daft things.
Yeah.
That's why we have commentary channels on YouTube, because they take piss out of Logan Paul for fucking up and doing ridiculous things. But yeah, I think, as long as you're smart about it a bit, you can joke about whatever you want.
Yeah, like Ricky Gervais, whenever he says that, and people are like, well, what about animal cruelty? Because he's like super advocate of that, and he's joking about it is not doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're two completely different things. You can joke about murder, but you can't murder people. That's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Everybody, like when the battery acid thing came on, someone said he said it was all a joke, the Joe Brand thing, and he went, but throwing battery acid on someone isn't a joke. And he went, I think we're all on the same page there.
Yeah.
Like that, it's not, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
But you can't do that. Of course you can't do that. That's not what she's doing. No. She's making a joke that perhaps it was ill-advised if she values her standing. Yeah. And if she values, but...
Yeah, it's one of them where if you don't mind then being seen as like a controversial-esque type person in the media, then... get on with it. Yeah. I won't be there on David and Donetta's YouTube channel doing a daily vlog starting going, look, let's throw back acid up
baby jokes.
Yeah,
no,
you just don't. It's ridiculous.
You have to be prepared with the consequences. That's the only thing.
That's it. And so that's fine. I mean, I don't know what she said, but I stick up for her. I'm putting my neck out on the line.
Oh my God. Yeah, you'll edit this out later. Like, oh shit, can't believe.
Yeah.